Hello and welcome to This Week in the Ring with Daryl Davis, the founder and owner of DMG School of Boxing and Sports Training. This week we're going to go through the breakdown of the Maidana and Mayweather fight. First question, do you think the fight was as exciting as they were hyped up to be?
Probably not. Obviously, nobody expected the first one to take on the life that it took on in the first fight. And after Maidana gave Floyd the challenges that he had in the first fight, which obviously made it exciting to see Floyd cut for the first time or to see him in trouble in spots the first time, I think all of that led to, wow, this guy, Floyd's in trouble, Floyd might lose, who can only imagine what the next fight would be like. And one of the things that you saw was that Floyd made a serious adjustment, and the fight, wasn't as exciting as the first fight.
A lot of people keep saying that Mayweather is a lot slower, he's not as explosive, maybe he's getting older. What do you think about that?
I think Floyd, I don't think it's as prominent, at least to me, because Floyd's adjustment isn't just around his speed or his output. His adjustments is how he's anticipating what the other fighter is doing. So whether the other fighter is, whether it's the way Floyd moves compared to where the other fighter's moving, it's the way how he positions himself before the other fighter throws the punch, and the fact that he's in and out of situations before it's ever a situation. So you don't see a lot of action or activity because there's some fighters who just can't calculate or just can't move on step with him. There's no way to predict what Floyd's gonna do, which makes it a much more difficult fight. So as much as Floyd might be inactive or his speed might seem a little bit slower, whatever the situation is, the other fighter is neutralized. And that's the biggest victory for Floyd, is that the other fighter can't even get into his game plan or his own boxing because Floyd's not doing anything that they can predict or anticipate to either counter or to establish something as much as a jab or roughing him up, etc. But I don't think Floyd's, especially in this fight, I don't think he demonstrated that he's any slower. I think he hit Maidana whenever he wanted to.
Do you think Maidana improved from the last match, and do you think it was worth the rematch?
It was worth the rematch because you wanted to see, styles make fights. We thought Maidana had the tools, the punching power, the ability to be aggressive with Floyd, and we thought that he would be able to take advantage of Floyd in certain areas and at certain times in the fight, and that just wasn't the case. So yeah, the hype was there. Yes, his first effort warranted a rematch, but once Floyd made the adjustment, it just pretty much negated everything that Maidana tried to even do.
Now that Floyd Mayweather is still undefeated, what fighter do you think he'd have to go up against to maybe become defeated?
Obviously, one of the most interesting or intriguing matches for Floyd is Manny Pacquiao that everybody keeps talking about. And even though Manny lost twice, since his move up in weight class, where he even started becoming in the conversation to fight Floyd, he's lost twice in there. And one of those fights, he got knocked out really bad. The two people he lost to, I don't think could even touch Floyd, and Floyd beat one of them. I don't really know right now, unless we see what happens in that weight division this year. I don't really know if there's too many people that's in Floyd's category right now in terms of giving him a real challenge, to be quite honest with you.
All right, well, thank you.